This podcast is part of the Big Heads Media Podcast Network. Go to bigheadsmedia.com for more great podcasts.
Dino-MIGHT action.
Erectile dysfunction.
Slamming cold cocks.
All that and a hooker.
Do you want to just chug some fucking beers this time?
Time there, Copperfield. Okay, that was
I know.
That was a bit intense.
Too much chicken milk.
Ugh.
That sounds so fucking
It's
disgusting.
not chicken milk, it's stout.
It doesn't matter. It's still fucking disgusting. Welcome to episode 88 of the Super Media Bros podcast. I'm Midnight Agent Raw.
And I'm Okami.
Cult Cinema Showdown 31. Fucking hell.
This one was definitely very interesting.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So I have to say, to DJ from The Untrained Eye for it's hilarious. This movie was on our radar, and they say great minds think alike. I remember him being like, "So I have a suggestion for August." Shut the fuck up.
Wow. He's already on top of this shit.
Fuckers are trying to interfere with our work, and it's not happening, and it's not fucking cool. Anyway, so he was like, I have a suggestion for August. I want to say it was August. And I'm sitting there like, man, this motherfucker doesn't come out until mid-August, so September it shall be. He was like, VelociPastor. And I was like, yes. I remember seeing like a little trailer for this movie and thinking, this has to be something we fucking do. And then he hits me with the, please do this. And I'm just like, you know what? It's destiny.
It's done.
The problem at the time was like, what the fuck do we put this with? At the time.
But we forgot that WolfCop had a duo.
Yeah, so figured why the fuck not? We're dealing with two people that transform into something and they use it to fight off the bad guys.
So to speak.
Yeah, so this week we are doing the VelociPastor versus Another WolfCop, which we actually talked about the first one last year.
And what was the movie that we paired that one
The
with?
Toxic Avenger.
Yeah.
Shut up. Motherfuckers always trying to cut in on our shit. Hang on. I'm going to fucking take care of this real quick. Hang on. All right.
Round over.
Yeah, shut the fuck up. Let us do our podcast. Any fucking way. The Fast and the Furriest. What the fuck?
I mean, as I said, this one's a very intriguing yet just out there combination for a multitude of reasons. Not so much the concept behind, what the movies are about, but just everything in between is questionable but humorous at the same time.
Yeah, and I think the thing that I know that I liked about it and I saw that you really liked about it is, I mean, obviously both of these movies are self-aware. I mean, WolfCop, absolutely. And VelociPastor, that's just one thing where it's like, it got released through a company called Wild Eye, which is questionable at best as far as like, okay, you're going to get like a toss-up. This is either going to be really like funny or really like, why?
Mm-hmm.
But I guess we can get into VelociPastor first.
Why not? Because this one just started off with a bang.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah, no shit. And okay, look. Brendan Steer, the dude that directed this, fucking hilarious dude. I watched one of the Q&A features on the DVD, and you can tell that this movie came from a place of just love for experimentation with film and everything in between. The whole crew obviously was in on it. Everybody was in on the joke. It is what it is. And we start off with Pastor Doug
delivering a sermon.
Yeah, he's giving this sermon, and he's just, he just looks like this nice, like, you know,
Wholesome fellow.
yeah, very wholesome, very, very wholesome dude. And he's just, you know, preaching the word of God, and goes outside, and he's like, Mom, Dad. And I love, like, and I'm going to go ahead and throw this out there just because the movie had a lot of the camera shot and the edits and the way they shot some of the scenes in it had a very South Park kind of feel to it, very Trey Parker, Matt Stone kind of like comedic, like we're purposely going to put like weird camera angles and bad shots there on purpose for, you know, comedic effect. And Mom, Dad, oh, yeah, like they're waving at him and shit.
It kind of felt like Birdemic for a second, because just when they turn and just see the face, like, oh, hey,
Right,
you know,
like just the delay and like,
reaction of all of
wait,
it.
camera's looking at me. Just 3, 2, 1. Oh, hey, how's it going?
Kind of like that one scene with Homegirl's mom, and the very end of the conversation they had, it was just like, yeah.
Oh, when she's holding the thumbs up or
Yeah.
like pointing at her or some shit.
It was just like, yeah.
5 minutes later, it fades out.
But yeah, so this happens, and then just out of nowhere,
Like Randy Orton's RKOs.
this random explosion happens, but not in the traditional way that you would think. Oh no, this is stamped. And I fucking lost my shit. And this is not even 5 minutes into the film. Fucking stamps a text of VFX car on fire.
Yeah. And that's the best part. Because what do you do? What do you do? Instead of being like, okay, obviously we don't have the budget to do this kind of shit. So what do you do? Instead of trying to like make it look as shitty as humanly fucking possible, make it funny.
Yeah.
This is a prime example of the right fucking way to do this shit.
And good old Doug just overreacting as much as possible about his parents, you know, being blown up. And all you see is just text.
Yeah, and
Like there's no chaos, there's no fire, it's just, you know, VFX car on fire.
yeah, I just wow.
It's like, I'm scared of the text that killed my parents.
What killed your parents? Words. Words do hurt people.
Editing killed
Editing
my
killed my
parents.
parents. The script killed my parents. Anyway, so they go back inside, and Father Stewart is sitting there with him, and you know, Doug is crying, and he's like, you know, you can't let that get you down. You can't let that get you down, my son. That's what parents do. They die on you. Just the dialogue, dude.
And how does he console him extra with that? He gives him some communion wine.
Yeah, just fucking feeding it to him. He's just like, here, have some more wine.
Just
I mean, I would be too, honestly.
the blood of Christ
blood of-
comforts me.
The power of Christ compels you. The blood of Christ comforts me.
Who needs to go to a bar? You have church.
He's like, he'd be fucking sitting there, like dumping like the communion cookies in, and just like fucking snacks and shit.
The snack that smiles back.
Exactly.
Jesus.
Cheez-Its.
Jesus.
No, Cheez-Its.
Jesus.
So, anyway, so Father Stewart is sitting there, and he's just like, you know, you should travel. You should, you know, get out of here and, you know, take your mind off everything. And, you know, you need to go where God will not follow. And then we go to the place where God will not follow. Fucking China.
China. In very obvious text all over the screen.
What's making me laugh, though, is the fact that during the opening credits that happened between that speech and then the China reveal was that he's driving his car. So it was made, and I mean, this may not have been intentional, but like just what it came off to me like was it looked like he just drove to China.
Yeah.
Like he didn't fly, he just drove. Like China is like a 30-minute. He probably drove to China, Texas. It probably wasn't even actually China.
Meanwhile, in China.
Meanwhile, in China, Texas, which I don't think it was there, but still, this
Walker, China Ranger.
right? Yeah, Walker, China Ranger. So, there's this woman in a full, like, it looks like Raiden's garb, like from Mortal Kombat, like, you know, the white, you know, clothing with the fucking straw hat and everything. She gets shot with a fucking arrow, and she tumbles down this hill, and it makes me laugh because Doug is sitting there and he's like, what do you say? China is east.
Yeah, he had a fucking compass in his hand. He was just like all intent of just like realizing like, oh, China is east.
And then she falls down, like right in front of him, and he just, oh, are you hurt? No
the
shit.
Fucking bloody ass arrow going through your damn chest. Of course not.
No shit. But she gives him this fucking giant like claw. And she's like, Dragon Warrior. And he's like, what? You want me to take it? She's like, yeah. But she's saying destroy it, but he takes it.
Yeah.
And I guess he sees the ninja that shot her with the arrow, and he kind of stumbles into this branch, if you want to call it that. It was like a twig.
And he clenches the fucking talon in his hand by accident, quote. And he gets this long fucking gash in his palm, and he's just flipping the fuck out about it. And then he just suddenly wakes up at the church.
Yeah, and Father Stewart comes in. He's like, another dream.
Like, okay, how did he get back from China?
Well, if he didn't drive, maybe
He ran.
maybe he transformed into dinosaur and ran all the fucking way.
I mean, a high velocity.
Hence the fast part of the title of this episode.
High velocity. Velociraptor. But yeah.
Velocity dinosaur. Fucking AC/DC, man. High voltage rock and roll.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. But no, he hauls ass. As much ass as a dinosaur can haul. Back to this bed.
Jurassic can.
Yeah, you bet Jurassic can. But no, I laugh because he's just sitting there and he's like, oh, you should eat. What? He's like, you need to eat something. He's like, hungry.
I am hungry. Like foreshadowing much.
Oh yeah, so after that happens, we get introduced to Carol, who is a prostitute.
She has the job of sinners, as they call it.
Yeah. And her pimp is named Frankie Mermaid. Why is his name Frankie Mermaid, Cody?
Because I'm what? Swimming in bitches.
Swimming in bitches.
Yeah.
I fucking love this scene. He just looks across the street and he yells at, another one of his hookers. He's like, if you stuff dicks in your mouth like you did that sandwich, I'd be a fucking millionaire.
Beautiful delivery.
I swear on everything. It is like, I'd be a millionaire by now. It's like, that, I want that. I want that. Like, people have those stupid live, laugh, love quotes on their fucking walls. I want this quote on my wall.
He could open a sandwich shop called Sub Domway.
That would be pretty funny, but just call it Subway. I mean, like, would you like the sub sandwiches or the Dom sandwiches? I would like the Dom sandwich.
I like it.
Subway sandwiches and then Domino's pizza.
Yeah, like
it's a dual.
It's a merged franchise.
Yeah.
Can I have
Subanos?
What was it, like Taco Bell and Pizza Hut for a while?
Yeah, there's a Taco Bell Pizza Hut. There's like a KFC Pizza Hut. I mean, now I'm just hungry for all that.
And then there's McDonald's and chiropractor, or what was that place we went to that had the McDonald's? It was like a health center in going to Georgia.
Yeah, we were driving to Georgia to go see Drew Lou way back in like
April.
A bunch of episodes ago.
Yeah.
That was a very interesting combination building.
Yeah, because it was like McDonald's on one side, and then the other side was like this like health clinic or something.
It's like a chiropractic place. You can get a Big Mac and then go get a big crack after it.
Pretty much.
Yeah, any fucking way.
Yeah.
So Doug walks at night. Like, he has to leave. He's like, oh, I gotta leave. So he's walking around at night in a park somewhere or some woods.
Somewhere in Miami.
We'll get there. Trust us. So Carol is mugged in the same vicinity by somebody.
I just thought of this. Hold on a second.
What's up?
If he's somewhere in Miami and he's a pastor, Miami Collection.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. The Miami Collection plate.
And he is the Dragon Warrior, so Dragon Sound would be the soundtrack.
Yes. Oh, man.
But yeah.
Yeah, so he goes full-blown Dino Doug after a minute, and he fucking just...
Dino Doug.
Dino Doug. He just massacres the fuck out of this dude that's mugging Carol. And I love the sequence that follows up after this. So, like, he wakes dude, first of all, the fucking mannequin head when he rips this dude apart, you just see a fucking mannequin head, and I love it.
The head will roll.
Yeah, I love how self-aware this movie is. It does not take itself seriously whatsoever, and that's the charm of it, and it's just beautiful.
And it wasn't even like the normal horror aspect where like you see the head roll by the camera angle it's set at. It's literally like you see Carol and then the head's rolling in the background.
Yeah, it rolls down the hill right past her, just
like,
behind her. It rolls VelociPastor her,
Yeah.
like behind her and shit.
It rolls past her.
Exactly.
Yeah. At high velocity.
Exactly. And so Doug wakes up at her house, and it sets up that classic like double entendre talk where she's like, last night was amazing, and he's like, what? He's freaked out. He's naked in a fucking female's bed. He's like, what? And she's like, yeah, never seen anything like it. And she's like, well, he's like, what the fuck's going on? So you think he thinks that he's fucked her. And she's just talking about never seeing a dinosaur transformation, like whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, well, what are you talking about? He's like, wait, what are you talking about? When you turn into a dinosaur and you kill that guy.
So wait, you mean I didn't give the dino dick to you?
Yeah, exactly. Fucking dino dick.
Yeah.
Ah.
So he's Dick Doug.
Yeah, Dick Doug. Like the video game Dig
Yeah.
Dug. Dig
Because
Dug.
going in deep.
And she's digging Doug. She's finding fucking bones and shit.
Because she's a gold digger.
Exactly. Oh, no. No.
I ain't saying she's an old digger.
But she ain't messing with no broke. Anyway, yeah, so he gets told what happened. And Carol's like, I'll take you to the body. He's like, what? There's a body. Like, I love the fucking zoom out.
Yeah, let us just focus on that part real quick. So this movie is notorious for very humorous reasons to have these dramatic zoom in and out like consistently for a good like 20 seconds. So while Doug is being explained about he's a dinosaur killing people, he's naked, holding a pillow over his dick. And she tells him that, yeah, you transform into a dinosaur and kill people.
What? And then it zooms more.
And it zooms into his face and then catches focus and zooms back out. And he turns his head to a slight angle. What?
Just twice.
Like, it's the little things about this movie that make me laugh so fucking much. Like, the very beginning was one thing, but, like, it's just the subtle, like, zoom in and out and then, what?
Jaw in order. Like, what the fuck?
What the fuck?
Yeah, what the dong. Anyway, so they take him out there, but he's got no clothes. He's like, where's my clothes at? And obviously, he turned into a dinosaur, so he's like the Hulk. He just rips his shit up, right?
Pretty much.
So the next shot is them in the woods going to where the body is. You see Carol, but then you see Doug right behind her in this like real,
dressed in like Velma.
looks like an orange like V-cut like short tidy dress.
It looks like Velma.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you clearly see some curves on this dude like downstairs after he's walking around for like a good 10 seconds.
It is hilarious as shit.
But yeah, Carol brings him to the site and like, okay, where's the body? Oh, it's right here. She kicks like 2 leaves and is like, oh shit.
Yeah, she buried the body. Why did you cover it with leaves?
I didn't know what else to do.
And she tries really fucking hard to like convince him to kill for good or whatever.
But yeah, God was speaking upon him and was like, no, I can't do that. I can't kill for good. What?
And she's like, I gotta go do confessionals. What? And he just fucking like dramatically like runs off and like it's gotta go do confessionals.
It's like Blair Witch running in the forest, just like
I don't
all
know.
in his Velma freaking like Scooby Doo mystery dress.
The Doug Witch project. He's like, ah!
We're all gonna die by the dinosaur.
The dinosaur.
The die.
So he gets to the confessional booth, and he's like, "You're late. I'm sorry, Father." He runs right to the booth. It's like, "What is it, my son?"
Mm-hmm.
Turns out Frankie Mermaid is the one doing confessional today, and I'm not even going to get into the extra shit that he talked about. We're just going to get to the fucking point.
The one point.
So, as Doug is listening to this confession, We slowly find out Frankie Mermaid is the one responsible for blowing his parents up with the car.
No, he did not blow them up.
He VFX text blew them up.
He edited them out.
Yeah, he's just, you know what? Let's just use this wiping tool. Hang on, just... Okay, now this scene is clear for something else now.
It's free real estate.
There you go.
It's free real estate for whatever's next.
Stamp some text.
Exactly.
So, all of a sudden, Doug is realizing, like, this is the guy that killed his parents. And he's trying so hard to, like, hold it in. But this guy is fucking just being way more extra about it. It's like, oh, yeah, it was just these two old people. And then all of a sudden, this pastor comes out and starts screaming, Mom and Dad. And it was just so fucking hilarious.
Like it's his fucking parents or something.
And Doug just grabs that motherfucker by the throat and is like, just... Yeah, pretty much.
He just yeets through the fucking thing, dino claw and all, and chokes him. He's like, who gave you the orders to kill him? Because he keeps telling, he's like, I didn't do it. Somebody made me.
Somebody higher up did.
So he just tells him, I don't know who it is. He just fucking slits his throat with his claw. It just bleeds everywhere.
With, again, the zoom in and out, like, woo, woo, woo.
That shit was amazing. I love the practical effects in this movie. Mm-hmm. Like, I will say that there's, like, I think there was, like, one instance of maybe some CG blood, but it was very comedically done. But the rest of the shit was very practical. Loved it.
Oh, yeah. Especially his claw.
Oh, I know, right?
It's like that, cheap Halloween glove.
Like rubber.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so he goes back to visit Carol, and he's like, I want to do this. I want to, use my powers to kill people, but only bad people, blah, blah, blah.
Oh, my God.
And he tells her, like, oh, I killed Frankie Mermaid. And she's like, she freaks out at first. And he's like, yeah, but he killed my parents, blah, blah, blah. And she hugs him because it turns out that to him, he didn't know this, but.
That was her pimp.
Yeah. And she wanted out.
She wanted to eat more sandwiches.
Sub sandwiches.
Not dicks.
Maybe she wanted. So she wanted a different type of pepperoni in her life.
Or salami.
I mean, it doesn't matter. Either way. Some Italian sausage. I mean, a little extra goes a long way.
She doesn't want to eat flesh. She wants to eat fresh.
Every day. God damn it.
You're welcome.
Oh.
But isn't the next sequence...
It's that montage.
Okay. So, this is fucking retarded, but... fantastic.
Oh, I love it.
At the same time, he's doing this whole like Rocky montage where he's like training and spending time with Carol while killing all at the same time, just random here and there mugger. But out of the whole workout session that he's doing sit-ups while praying. Like he'll come up from the sit-up and do a pray stance on this bench in front of him and go back down and come back. I'm like, really?
Yeah, but I mean, you got to think about it. It follows that whole sequence beforehand, like right before, where she's like, I don't know much about God. And he's like, I don't know much about dinosaurs.
So we'll teach each other.
Yeah, and what I think is hilarious is, he's training and doing all this fucking shit, and then he's going to teach her how to throw that ass in a prayer circle, and it's going to be the best fucking thing ever.
Man, he flexes Jesus real hard on her.
Yeah, he did. I mean, he's,
Yeah.
You couldn't see me, but I was holding my arms out to the side, be like, he's doing it this fucking much. He's going to this maximum potential.
That's a hell of a stigmata.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
But no, it gets even funnier because there was a sequence in there where she's on her knees.
Oh, yeah, and he's giving her the fucking...
fucking communion, yeah.
Yeah, he's like... And she's like... And he's just like... And he's... You can tell he's just like... I gotta pretend like I don't know who you are and walk away, but he's like feeling some kind of way in that moment.
Yeah. Because what does he do? He puts his arm around her at the park, I'm sorry. And she's just like, oh, okay.
It's cute. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I loved it.
Hookers and priests hooking up.
Yes. That's right. Where you can get on your knees for both reasons. Okay?
Yes.
Now we go to the part of the movie that does connect this to Miami Connection. Not officially, but in our eyes, it does. Because we get to this ninja clan. We don't know what they're called.
But we know they're concerned about the Dragon Warrior.
And they're also concerned about their fucking precious cocaine.
What is the deal with ninjas and cocaine?
Stupid cocaine.
Like, I don't understand. Every movie that we watch that has ninjas involved, there's some kind of drug trafficking issue going on.
And it's always cocaine.
Yeah, it's never anything like weed or fucking, nothing. No meth, nothing. Like, where's Walter White in this?
Right?
I mean, he needs to be a fucking ninja.
That would be some shit. But I'll tell you this, like, just the fact of, like, because this is just the one connection, and then there's more later, which we'll let.
There's one connection, and there's Miami connection.
Yeah, we're gonna fucking laugh our ass off about it again, I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
But anyway, like, we get shown like these ninjas talking about, oh my this cocaine and blah blah blah. You're just like, what? And just this one dude named Sam, and I think Wei Chan or Wei Chan is
Wei
the name.
Chang,
Yeah, is the name of the dude. That, like you pointed out, which is really fucking funny. They all speak English except for shut the fuck up. They all speak English except for Wei Chan.
But for some reason, he understands English, but only speaks in Chinese or Vietnamese or something. I don't know. But they know, like the people who speak English, they know what they're talking about and talk back in English. So what the fuck is? I don't even know. What the
fuck is going on?
Yeah, like. There's some kind of like language barrier here that's clearly obvious, but apparently it's not a problem.
No.
So
yeah, so Father Stewart, and I laughed my ass off of this, okay? So he's walking out of a church that is clearly a Methodist church, and this dude is a Catholic priest. That was fucking funny, okay?
No, we're talking about cocaine and Methodist.
Yeah, Methodist amphetamine.
This is messed up.
Methamphetamine.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, dude.
Yeah.
Oh my God, co-Catholics and co-Catholic and fucking methadonist. What the fuck is wrong with me?
We're just drugged up.
Yeah, exactly. So Father Stewart walks out of this fucking church and he sees Doug and Carol across the street and he's just like,
suspicious.
Just spits in his hand and starts wanking it right there.
You just like smacked your microphone so hard from that wanking. Just, pow.
Yeah. So, he starts questioning about it, and it's hilarious because what he's reading about dinosaurs or some shit, and then he walks in. He's like, "Oh, Father!" He's like grabbing all these fucking books. And he's
just
like,
reading in solitude.
About the good word, and he's obviously got a small fucking Bible like over the back of this book, and it's the funniest shit ever.
Good play there, Doug.
Yeah.
You really fooled him.
So, I mean, he pretty much tells him, and he's just like, "Oh, have you forgotten your vow of chastity? And, that girl's nothing but trouble, blah, blah, blah."
She's nice.
And he's like, "But what if I told you I was different, Father?"
Okay, Morpheus.
Yeah, you're not that different. There's plenty of men like that in the church. No, not that.
Whoa, now.
Whoa, hang on now.
We took a little dark turn for a second.
It was not our fault. That was Father Stewart's fault.
Yikes.
Just saying. So, yeah. Any fucking way.
Yeah.
He locks him in the room. And he's just like, "Don't leave until I come back." Which I had laughed my fucking ass off because he was just like, "God damn it." Like he looks around, he's like, "God damn it." And it was just, I mean, come on. That's, that humor is just fucking tremendous. Mm-hmm. But anyway, so Doug has like these memories of his parents, and he's just like, I wonder what mom and dad would say about all this shit. And they're in the, in his little dreams, like, "Oh, we're proud of you. You're our only son." They emphasize that he's their only son like a bunch of times.
Yeah, and then they sit there and laugh about what I don't even know at this point because they're sitting at a dinner table just chuckling.
I mean, yeah.
I'm still lost at this point, but yeah, this is the part where his dad is in the vehicle with him talking about, "Oh, are you sure that you want to be a priest?"
John Cena, "Are you sure about that?"
Yeah. And then he's like, yes, Father, I am sure. This is like my calling. "Oh, well, I'll come pick you up from priest college when you're done." And then his mom's pops up from the back of I'm like, where the fuck did she come from?
Right.
Like, just John Cena'd in there.
I did forget to mention why he locked him in the room, because he does reveal that there's like something wrong with him to Stewart, and Stewart's just like, "Well, we have to exercise you." Because he was basically saying like, "Oh, it's."
No, hold on. Doug was exercising in the beginning of this film. He doesn't need to exercise again, okay?
No, it's a different exercise.
Oh,
it's an
okay.
exorcism, sir.
Okay. I got you.
Yes. 2 types of exercising in this movie. The Exorcisist. Remember that shit from Stay Tuned?
Yes.
The Exorcisist. This is that movie, The Exorcisist.
And 1 and pray.
And 1 and pray, and 2 and pray, and 3 and pray. Yeah.
Now turn your head all the way around.
Very good. That's nice. Anyway, so yeah. he,
we lost track here.
Yeah.
We're exercising our brains here.
I know. Oh yeah, there was a flashback because of they go to get him. They take him to this this guy to do a seance.
Which Father Stewart, was confronted by Doug. He's like, wait, this isn't the way of God. He's like, I know, but sometimes we need to fight evil with evil.
Yeah.
So,
But I laugh my ass off because Father Stewart starts to have this fucking flashback about Adeline, his, the girl he was with when he was back in the Vietnam War, and this whole fucking sequence. Just I loved. Just I sat back. I was watching it, but I was just watching you for your reaction to this shit because I was waiting for it.
yet again, I'm so fucking lost at this point.
Oh, it's great.
So his comrade gets shot, right? Gets shot in the chest, and he's sitting there freaking out.
Yeah, and it's his friend. His friend Ali is like, we're gonna get you out of here, Sergeant. We're gonna get you home, and you're gonna start that family. You always wanted to start it because he's like, you got anybody special? And he's like, yeah, my sweet Adeline. He's like, yeah. You're gonna get home. You're gonna start a family. You're gonna have like 4, 5 kids, 11 kids. You're gonna have 11 kids, and you're gonna name one of them after me.
This continues for like a good couple minutes.
Yeah. So 5 hours later, he's like, and that child is. You're gonna look at him, and he's gonna smile, just like I am.
5 hours later, and yet you're gonna get another child, and you're gonna name after me, and then all of a sudden, just
right through his chest. I mean, loudly explosion,
Yeah.
through his fucking chest. But yeah.
So he's writing a letter to Ollie's parents, his mom and dad particularly.
Dear Ollie's mom and dad.
I hate to tell you this.
Yeah,
but
I regret doing it for me.
basically. But no, there's this like shed or something. Like, I don't know how there's like this in Vietnam, but anyway. All
I mean, it's the same woods that China was in too, so you never
Yeah. We're in Vietnam, that's in China. That is in someone's backyard forest in America. And 2 of the recruits are with, Stewart, right? And he looks up and he hears Adeline calling for him. Just off in the distance. And he's like, Adeline!
Adeline! And they just
She runs up to him. He doesn't move a fucking inch. And then she gets right in front of him and just...
And I love it because he's covered in her blood, and he's just horrified,
frozen in place.
He's as close to you and I, he's as close as you and I are sitting across from each other right now.
Right.
It's fucking funny because he's just, what the fuck? And his 2 buddies come up, and one of them's just like, I don't think there's much we can do to save her, Sergeant. She's too far gone. What do you think she was doing out here? Maybe she was trying to start a family. Maybe she was trying to start a family. Oh my God, way to rub it in.
How in the fuck did this bitch come all the way from America to Vietnam
She flew out to surprise him.
to start a fucking family in Vietnam in the middle of the war?
Because why the fuck not?
No, what? That doesn't make no damn sense.
This movie doesn't make any sense, but it's the best thing ever.
But then he decides to fly back to America to be a priest.
But no, because he's like talking about picking it back up or something. Because you get the impression that maybe he had done it before.
Yeah.
But what I laughed at is like when they did it this way, it looked almost like one of those like, happy ending sitcoms where he was kind of walking down the street and, civilian clothes. He's like, maybe I'll take up the pastor gig again. And then just the screen, like the footage, like burns up and fades out to the movie we're watching.
To the seance.
Yeah.
So all while this is going on, he's asking Doug, the other guy, he's like, do you feel anything?
It's hot in here.
I feel anxiety. That's normal. But what else do you feel? Anything at all?
It's kind of warm in here.
Again, that's normal. I'm starting to sound like Trump for a second. That's normal.
Jesus, no.
But no, he's like, do you feel anything else at all? And he's like, I'm getting hungry.
He's like, I feel empty. Empty? It's like, no, not empty.
It's the wrong word.
Hungry. Like, what the fuck?
And then he decides to go after Stewart and just rips out like his eyeball and shit.
Yeah, I mean, just for no fucking reason, he turns him into a goddamn pirate.
Yeah. Just, yeah.
Then he fucking leaves.
Pastor.
Because that's what you do, you just leave.
Pastor action, just, dead. Yeah.
He pastored out from it.
It reminds me of fucking Kill Bill. Just the Stewart is now like, what's the snake?
Oh, Black Mamba.
Black Mamba, yeah. Just missing the eye.
Just pluck. Bye-bye, fucker.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. So he goes back to, again, his default is to go to Carol's house.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but before that, he runs into these fucking ninjas, which this was a funny goddamn thing. He's in the night in the same wooded area, runs into the fucking 3 ninjas dressed in black. And they're like, okay.
Do they kick back?
No, they do not. They do not. Nor do they go to fucking Mega Mountain at high noon. So they're standing there, and two of them are going over. They're just like, okay, well, you're going to run around this way. It looks like they're going over like football plans where like, you're going to run over here and you're going to jump out the woods
Now,
right here.
granted, the one that's talking is an Aussie.
Yes.
Very heavily accent.
Oh, fuck yeah. And the great part is that the one guy that's obviously like the Asian of the 3. It's just, he just breaks the fourth wall and just looks right into the camera and proceeds to have this like inner monologue where it's just, my old master told me it would end this way. And he just starts, this beautiful girl, like he just starts going like, you start thinking you're going to get a whole fucking backstory to this one fucker that doesn't even matter. Like there's a girlfriend, there's like a ninja backstory. He's like, then they're like, Doug, not Doug. They're just like, hey, you there? And he's like, just still staring off. And they're like, all right, he's good. So they go.
This is why I like him. He always agrees.
Right? So they get their asses handed to him. And then like right before he dies, he just sees his life flash before his eyes and he fucking dies. And it's fucking humorous as shit though.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Doug goes back to Carol. And one of the most tasteful things about this, well, the whole movie is really funny and good, but I enjoyed the fact that there was not a need for like over the top nudity and fucking and like this, fucking. But this one sequence where he finally loses his virginity, and it's really well shot and it's really like cool. Like all these, the edit of this whole sequence is really well done, and I like the music. I love the music in this movie. It's really
it felt
cool.
like a 90s music video to me.
It did, and it was like some punk rock kind of shit going on in there, and just fucking right.
Very good job.
Yeah. So they wake up in his tighty whities, in her bra and panties, and these 3 fucking ninjas. This is when they kick back
Yeah, this is when they come back, yeah.
through the window.
Yeah, they just jump in, and for some odd reason, I don't know how this was, not explained, but Carol is a fucking badass.
Yeah, she is.
She just like starts taking on these ninjas like one-handed, just by herself, while Doug's dealing with one.
Yeah, I mean, like beats the shit out of him too, like real hard.
But yeah, they knock one to the ground, and he said something to Doug, and I can't remember that dialogue.
Oh,
it's like something is where he is, or your final destination is, or you're like,
pretty much like hints that he knows who the fuck he is and all this other bullshit.
Yeah.
And he finds the cross next to him. Like Doug finds a cross on this ninja. And it turns out that Wei Chan or whatever the fuck his name is, have
random Asian man.
Yeah, Master Tatsu. We're just gonna say he's like a combination of fucking Gerald Okamura from Samurai Cop and Master Tatsu from Ninja Turtles. And a little bit of there's one more character. He reminds me also of the sushi. He reminds me of the sushi bar owner from fucking Orgasmo at the same time too. It's really funny.
Yeah.
But anyway, he's there and he's explaining to Father Stewart the entire cocaine operation.
Yeah.
And this is fucking great. So the plot of these fuckers is to take the cocaine, put it out into the streets, get people addicted, take it off the streets. They in turn will need help like getting clean or what have you. And so they bait them into coming and joining their clan, which is a Christian karate thing.
Christian ninja.
Yeah. Dude, that sounds like a fucking great... ChristianNinja.com would be fucking hilarious.
Meet single Christian ninjas.
It's better than ChristianMingle.com. What are you going to do? RoundHousesForGod.com. Like, what? Do a high kick for Jesus. Yeah. Don't cross me, motherfucker.
Kia.
Exactly. God damn it, man.
I'm going to kick the blood of Christ out of you. Splat.
What do you do when you vanquish your enemies? What do you say? You were always a thorn in my side.
Amen.
Yeah. Oh, man. Fuck
Are my
yeah.
cheeks rosary?
Rose red. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, fucking.
So yeah,
yeah.
But yeah, Doug and Carol decide like, okay, now we're gonna go find Stuart.
We're going to go
because-
beat their ass.
Yeah.
So they do. They roll in like a couple of straight up fucking badasses with nunchucks and fisticuffs.
Yeah, because Doug just happened to have a pair of nunchucks in his car.
Yeah. I mean, because, you got to carry that shit around, especially if you're a priest
Yeah.
or a pastor or anything like that.
You have to appreciate what the finer things in life. Yeah. I know, bad pun.
It'd be
Anyway.
fucking hilarious if he just had fucking if his nunchucks were crosses with the chains like between the two tops.
I was thinking the same.
Just yes.
The power of Christ compels you.
Oh my god, yes, cowabunga it is.
Christ abunga.
Yeah.
I mean, you would call him Michelangelo because he did paint the Sistine
Yeah,
Chapel.
exactly.
So yeah, it makes sense.
So, yeah, they do all this shit, right? And I laughed at this fucking little stupid subplot. And I say stupid in a great way because it's funny. Fucking Sam reveals that he is Doug's brother. And they go into these like flashbacks where, he had earlier where he was talking or he was seeing his parents and all this shit he was doing. And somehow Sam was in the background of every one of these, like in the car and in the kitchen, just standing away from everybody.
The one in the car was probably the most hilarious because it literally showed all three of them in the car like before, but then in the very back of the car was like this empty seat, and you just see his head pop up, and he just looks so traumatized. It's like, you're my only son.
You're my only son. You're my only
son. My only son. My only son. No! Yeah.
So there's a big fight. People get their asses beat, and Carol gets sliced the fuck up.
Like toast. Like white bread.
Yeah, and then, Doug is like, no, and he, goes over, and there's the whole speech, and, the typical story about, you gotta carry on, and I don't know how I'm gonna do this, and just have a little faith, and choking on blood, and gurgle, die, death, and she fucking dies in his arms, and meanwhile, this is all happening. In the background, you see all the ninjas hugging and crying and being sad over this, and it's really fucking funny.
Even one that killed her. It's just like, okay, this is sad.
Well,
shame.
Doug goes full Dino here. And when we say full Dino, now bear in mind, every time he had become Dino, you'd only seen his hands, or he was made up
mouth.
to look like he had he had teeth as a human, or he had the whole head or the mouth. No, you see this Dino suit in all of its fucking glory, and it is the best fucking thing ever because obviously it's like a rubber dinosaur suit, and it's the best. It's the fucking funniest thing because in the context of this movie, you understand you're not going to be getting like some Steven Spielberg dinosaur. You're not going to get like a CG dinosaur that looks shitty. This is like almost the equivalent of the fucking dinosaur, the T-Rex suit you see on every fucking
I was gonna
meme.
say, yeah,
Like-
like you see on Instagram and TikTok, and yeah, every fucking video you can possibly think of. That's pretty much the equivalent of this.
Except it's like a bigger, like, a chunkier, like, fucking grayish green T-Rex looking head dinosaur thing. And it's just like tail whipping and head butting these fucking ninjas everywhere. And it's funny.
Chewing limbs and heads off with this. Yeah,
Dude, it's the best.
yeah.
So, anyway, like Chan winds up hitting Doug with this arrow. I forgot that he kills Sam. Because Sam has this, like, sword or whatever, and Doug fucking stabs him with it because, he can control the sword too because they share ancestors.
Yeah, because there was a split sequence where Sam was like, I will not stain the sword of my ancestors with your blood. And then out of nowhere, Doug just rips the sword from the ground. It's like, your ancestors are my ancestors. And just stab. It's like, okay, Star Wars, using the Force.
But I really love whenever he stabbed him and he's just like, ah, and he just lets out the longest ever until he possibly cannot any longer.
And then they loop the track again for a good 10 seconds.
Yeah, it's moments like that are just gems for this movie.
Yeah.
But anyway, he kills Chan because Chan had shot him in the fucking leg as a dinosaur. And this was a really funny sequence where it looks like, it kind of freezes the the camera or the shot freeze frames and it just kind of glitches and then he turns human because Chan has hit him with an arrow that has an anti-venom.
Which apparently like fucks up the movie reel.
Yeah. Yeah. And also fucks up his dinosaur ways. But he is like, oh, I'm immune or some shit and rips his fucking head off.
Yeah. With the same quality as the last mugger that got his head ripped off. It's literally just a fucking mannequin.
I love that mannequin head. He looked like the fucking eyebrows that we put on that Derek Savage thing we stuck up a while back.
Mm-hmm.
The big fucking winged eyebrows looking like the little fucking owl from
Fucking
Zelda.
fleeked ass. Yeah.
What's up,
Fleeked ass
fucker?
brow.
Surprised to see me?
Me?
But I love it because that happens, but then we find out Carol's alive.
Yeah. How? We don't know.
We don't care. It's funny. And it's fucking like...
Movie reasons.
Yeah, exactly. So they go to this doctor, and he's like, we did it. She's alive. You want to see her? He's like, yeah.
Actually, she's ready for you now.
Yeah. And he goes in and... Are you okay? I'm fine. Are you sure? I'm fine.
Insert fine text.
Yeah, and then like giant text appears on the screen. She's fine. And it's just like, oh my God, this is amazing.
We can't get enough of that text.
No. And then the movie ends with Doug having resigned from the church. Then Carol and Doug are basically going to continue their fight around the globe.
Also, he is now officially a greaser.
He looks badass.
Because he has like the leather jacket, the white, shirt, and the jeans, and he pulls a cigarette from his ear like he's like he's from Greece. I'm just like, okay,
He's a badass, so it doesn't matter anymore. That's VelociPastor.
You're welcome.
I fucking love this movie so much, and I'm glad it's a thing.
Yeah, we have been blessed
Oh yes, we have.
by the man of the claw.
You know what? You know how else these motherfuckers out there can get blessed? They can get paid to listen to us on Podcoin. Yeah, just saying. So if you go to podcoin.com and sign up using our offer code SUPERPOD, you'll get 300 Podcoins on us.
Insert SuperPod in front of your eyes right now.
There it went.
Do you see the font? Do you see it? Tell me.
I see it.
Okay, I know you see it, but you guys out there, both of y'all, do you see the font in front of you?
Why won't you answer us?
Is it our breath? It's not that bad.
No, it's not.
No.
But what can you use these Podcoins for?
You can buy gift cards at random places. You can donate the shit to random places.
That's right.
Whatever tickles your fancy.
That's it. You can get these on the Apple Store or the Google Play Store. And, yeah.
Enjoy great content while getting paid for it.
Fuck yeah.
Inserts more fonts in front of your face.
We should go ahead and insert this week's promo
Ooh.
right in front of their faces.
Yes, do it.
From the TV Tuners.
Oh, hey, I didn't see you there. I'm Swanson, host of the TV Tuners podcast. Every week on TV Tuners, me and my co-hosts, Kyo-Rain
Swanson, I need water.
and Stairmaster, review the latest in TV, discuss news, trailers, and even find time to play some fun games. Right now, we're working overtime to cram as much TV knowledge into our brains as possible. Isn't that right, guys?
Swanson, we've been here for 24 hours. We need to get out of here.
Not until you answer who Norm is.
He's Fraser's brother.
Wrong. You get the shock.
Ah!
Check out TV Tunes, available on Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Stitcher, or any of the podcatchers of your choice.
Please save that guy.
What did he do to you?
Uh,
Are you okay? Can you hear our voices? Please send font our way.
please
Text
send
our
a
way.
font that says he's fine.
He's fine. Are you fine?
Are you fine?
He's not fine.
But yeah, check out the TV Tuners and be sure to look out on television just in case these guys wind up on Law and Order for kidnapping this man.
Or any local news. Probably all local news.
Yeah.
Local podcasters kill co-host.
Oh, fuck.
He wouldn't answer trivia questions. Wrong answer.
Exactly. Let's move the fuck on, shall we?
To Another WolfCop.
All right, guys. Lowell Dean directed this one once again.
Yes.
We talked about the first one. We loved the first one. We like this one too. Let's get into it. It just kind of jumps in because you know these characters already. There's really no reason for us to explain who some of these characters are. If you want to know, go back and listen to the Cult Cinema Showdown that we did on this one, or on the first one, and the Toxic Avenger.
Yes.
And then come back to this one. So Lugaroo is still the wolf cop. We open up on a beer advertisement for chicken milk beer. Fucking disgusting.
Can you get any weirder than this? Yes, you can.
Yeah, because the dude's name is Sydney Swallows, the guy that is fucking trying to make this shit happen. Sydney Swallows.
His own chicken milk.
Exactly.
Slam the cold cock.
And right away you can tell that this is going to be your villain. Like, there's just no getting around the fact that this dude is a bad guy.
Yeah, because
He kills the best boy!
Because he put the microphone like literally in front of his forehead and hits him with it.
He kills everybody.
And he's
he
like,
just kills this one guy. He's just fucking...
And he's like, you know what? Just kill the sound. And he turns
Literally.
he turns and looks to him like, what? And you just see a fucking boom pole straight into this guy's throat through the back of his head.
Holy shit.
It's like, well, he definitely killed the sound.
Yeah, we told you he did.
Video killed the radio star.
Yeah.
Literally.
So then you get the old, another wolf cop. Lugaroo is chasing criminals.
In this like Santa's helper delivery looking van.
Yeah, dude, and it's really funny too because like they're sitting there and they're just like shooting all these guns at him and he's just firing off. And it's his badass wolf cop car from the first movie and yeah, they just blow it the fuck up.
Yeah, and they thought they got him on that one shot. It's like, oh no. You just hear on the van.
Oh shit.
And what does he do? He fucking just grabs one guy from the tail end of the trailer, just pulls him up.
Palms his ass right out of there.
And they're all freaking out, trying to figure out what the fuck's going on. And you see the body just like head first with no head.
Yeah.
Into the bottom of the trailer, like into the inside.
Just spurting blood everywhere.
And he comes in from the back way and just tears these guys a new one.
He was tearing ass around the yard.
Know what I'm saying?
Know what I'm saying? He was just tearing some ass.
Like wiggly wiggly wah.
Exactly. And while all this is happening, because this is like obviously a giant car chase, and he's beating these fuckers up in this van. Tina, who was his partner, his cop partner from the first film, is training Scott, who is one of the rookies, because Scott and Daisy are two people that are extra characters in this movie.
Yep.
So they're coming out of Liquor Donuts, and they see the van going down, which Scott is just like, I've heard of this wolf cop thing or whatever. And, Tina's like, oh, that's a myth, blah, 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 because she's obviously trying to cover the shit up.
Yeah.
So you just see the van, and he's like, what the hell? And so obviously they have to go after it. But in the ensuing bullshit, there is a shot, like his donuts, I think, get shot out of his hand, or his drink gets shot.
His coffee got shot out of his hand, and he's like, oh, well, there was our chase right there.
Yeah, exactly. And then they fucking leave, and then, dude, the owner comes out, and this made me fucking laugh so hard.
Yeah, Tina backs up the car into, he has like a mannequin wolf cop at front of the guy's shop.
Because that's the shop's unofficial sponsor, or the unofficial mascot.
And she backs up into it, knocks on the ground, they take off, and then he comes out and he's like, my fucking wolf cop.
Yeah, my fucking wolf cop.
Shitty Mongolians.
Stop tearing down my shitty wolf. You goddamn, I can fucking love that South Park episode so much. Mm-hmm. You goddamn Mongolians, stop tearing down my shitty walls. Oh, fucking priceless. Any fucking way. Yeah, so they chase him down. Luke kills these motherfuckers. Like, just there's no bones about it. Well, I mean, there are bones, but still.
Yeah.
The fucking best kill, though, is the driver.
Yeah.
Punches through his fucking chest from the back. uppercuts him in the face and drives the fucking van into a parking spot.
Into the police station.
What the fuck?
Like, that was probably the best part of the whole fucking kill right there. The whole, like, chase scene was just him just doing that.
Yeah. And then, like, Tina shows up with Scott, and they're just like, oh, God. Like, there's just bodies everywhere. There's no wolf to be found. Although there was a gunshot, and you just hear a howl. And then that's when Daisy shows up, and you're like, what happened? Oh, I shot it. It looked like a giant fucking animal or something.
It's probably some raccoon getting fat off the trash.
Yeah, I mean, you know, still. But any fucking way. Tina leaves, and she finds Lou, who is obviously in full-blown wolf mode.
Right.
And he's in this animal shelter where they keep him locked away whenever he becomes a wolf.
Mm-hmm.
And, yeah, she's like, he's kind of grunting at this point. She's, like, where's your pants?
Points at the wall. It's like, well, at least you got a shot off, and he just starts chuckling.
Yeah. But I think it's funny. There's like, she tells him basically like leave everything alone, and he was just like shifters. Like he said he found shifters, and he stands up, and she's like, put some fucking pants on, Lou, and she walks out, and there's just
fucking like 7-8 inches of fucking wolf cock.
Yeah, and he's just like, "Arr, arr," and then cue the title card and like the fucking wolf cock, another wolf cock.
I mean, we get plenty.
And we'll kind of like, because this movie gets a little jumbled in some spots, so we'll just kind of, barrel through some of it.
Yeah.
So Kevin Smith shows up in this movie as the mayor, Mayor Bubba Ridge. That was a fucking pleasant surprise.
Oh, yeah.
I remember the first time I ever saw this, I was like, oh my God, yes, this is fucking great.
And he literally doesn't dress any differently from his normal persona, because he has the fucking suit jacket on, fucking hockey jersey on underneath, and he has like the whole, I forget what kind of hats they are, with the little earmuffs on the sides.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's all dressed up like he normally would outside. And it's just fucking hilarious how he's just being himself as Mayor Ridge.
Yeah, Mayor Kevin Smith.
Yeah, pretty much.
Just say it's Mayor Kevin Smith, because it really is.
But yeah, he's all about promoting this whole new beer, for chicken milk, whatever the fucking it's called.
Yeah, because the radio is announcing that Sydney Swallows is trying to reopen the city brewery and bring in this new beer and bring in a new hockey team and a venue and all this other shit.
Turn this shithole around.
Turn this shithole town around and bring some funding to it, goddammit.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Mayor Ridge is helping to reopen the brewery, and he suspects that Lou is WolfCop, and, he tells Tina as such that he suspects all this shit.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, like, Lou is human again, or he's in his human form again, and he is helping Tina clean this fucking van out beforehand. And he takes the van away because they're supposed to dispose of it and burn it and shit. But there's this, like, big gift package in there. They just didn't know what the fuck it was.
So he brings it back to the shelter, right? And he snaps the chain off that was holding it tight, and he opens it up, and there's just, like, green gelatin looking shit. Can't even tell what it is. He goes and calls Tina. Is like, yeah, you won't believe what I found. I think it's like some shifter lizard goop or something like that. And you see a hand come out, and then from behind is fucking Willie.
Yeah, who famously got murdered the fuck off in the first film because he was one of the bad guys.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he got possessed by, But Willie is alive and well. Like, he's normal in this one. He's not, well, somewhat normal. He's definitely not, like, a bad guy, thankfully. Because he's a funny fucking character.
Yeah.
Which is really hilarious because you find out how long he was replaced in the first one because he doesn't even know that Lou's a fucking wolf.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, Lou asked Willie about all the shapeshifters, and he's like, well, I think they're trying to control the world by replacing everyone because he was probed by one.
Yeah,
that's where Willie's been.
Yeah, I mean, he gets willied in the Willie. Yeah,
they put their Willie in his Willie.
Yeah, Willie, did he?
Willie. And there's a lot of fucking like chicken milk beer ads in this fucking shit.
Yeah.
So the pretty much is, they think that the plot is they're trying to fucking control these fuckers with this beer. They're putting like these lizard creatures in this fucking beer to basically repopulate the earth with shapeshifters, starting like a city at a time.
Mm-hmm.
There's this weird body that this random scientist and Swallows are looking over, like between Lou finding out Willie's alive and all this other crap, and it's real like back and forth. You're like, what the fuck is this thing? It looks like I thought it was a robot at first.
It is a robot.
No, I think it's like, well, you got to think like towards like the hockey sequence later on when they're actually like bleeding everywhere. So you would think that they actually formed. Maybe these are like their, maybe they keep them in there until they're fully formed, like they're full bodied.
I guess.
Or keep them. I don't know. There's something or other.
I mean, this one like entity looked like a miner almost, but he had like a big shawl on him and stuff like that, and he covered his mouth, and he had like these like goggles on, but he sounded very like Terminator-ish.
Yeah, a little bit.
So, but yeah, they were basically working on him and trying to get this creature called Frank to distract the cops.
Yeah.
While they do the whole, plan to overtake the city, basically.
Yeah.
But yeah, we come to find out that Willie has this like shitstorm building up in his system.
Oh yeah.
And he proceeds to go to the bathroom, and Lou is basically trying to call Tina to let him know, oh, Willie's alive. And at the same time, in the bathroom, Willie is just, it's like diarrhea times 20.
He's having a hard time though.
But he confronts the mirror and he's like, this shit's not going to get me.
This is not a shit.
This is not a shit. It's not going to get me.
This is no shit.
So he starts to feel his stomach like literally moving around, and it's basically just alien, like reshot footage basically.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden this like thing pops out of his stomach with like a little hand. Like those little bitty hands you see like the little dispensers when you put like a 25-cent coin in.
Oh yeah.
It's like the little teeny hand thing. Just pops out of his stomach.
It's like Deadpool baby hand.
Yeah. And basically get this like whole, it looks like a fucking dick.
Yeah, I think it was definitely meant to be phallic shaped.
Yeah. But it was like Willie,
Yeah.
but bigger.
At the same time this is happening, that weird like creature thing, that weird like robot thing has made its way to Club Fuck. Which that's a funny damn name.
PHOQUE.
Yeah, fuck.
But yeah, he's just going over there to, I guess, enjoy the titties.
Admire the titties and ass.
Yeah.
This movie has no shortage of that.
Which was funny that it was just how they timed it. Whenever Willie was shitting, they panned to the club where this girl was shaking her ass in front of
right
that robot.
in the camera face and right in the fucking robot's face, yeah.
And it was just funny because the guy next to the robot was like, hey, why don't you applaud her, fucking asshole. And then he grabs that guy's hand, breaks it, and splatters blood onto the two strippers in front of him. And then all hell breaks loose from that point.
Yeah, and then while all this shit's happening to Willie, like, you cut over to Lou, who's watching TV in full-blown wolf form again, because he transforms while all this shit's happening, right? And I fucking laugh my ass off. He's watching this TV program that's obviously a drama, and this doctor's telling this patient, he's like, I don't know how to tell you this. Do you have cancer? And you also have AIDS. Yeah, he's like fucking laughing the whole time. He's like, it's fucking funny.
He doesn't do drama. He loves drama. He loves how fucking life sucks sometimes for people. He's like, ha ha.
Yeah. My life sucks. Your life sucks too.
But yeah, so everybody gets the call that, oh shit, there's this, robot thing, terrorizing the club. And, Lou picks up on it. He takes off. And yeah.
And then Daisy and Tina decide to check the shelter out. They check out the shifter, not the shelter. They go to the strip club and check out the shifter or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Now, some other things about that we're kind of skimming over because they're not important at the moment. But throughout the film, like Willie keeps trying to kind of hide this creature a bit because he's afraid to let people know because like obviously he hasn't been around and people think he's dead and they're gonna immediately suspect him of like wrongdoing and shit.
Right.
Anyway, so Daisy and Scott are going to check out this club, and Daisy winds up calling for backup. So Lou and Tina go fucking hauling ass over there. They get in the club, and man, this thing beats the fuck out of WolfCop.
Yeah, he doesn't even make him flinch whenever he punches this guy. Like, he literally just grabs his fist and, like, throws him one-handed into the walls. Like, he is that strong.
So... yeah, they finally Tina lights that fucker on fire with a Molotov cocktail, and Willie gets Lou out of there, still in wolf form. Then he changes in the car, and he takes her over to his sister's place, Kat, and she is supposedly some type of healer. We don't figure out what she is till later, but she basically heals Lou with pieces of the moon that come into her possession somehow. So
yeah, she apparently got access to the Apollo mission, and they had like a chunk of the rock from the moon with her. So it's like, oh yeah, well this helps with werewolves.
Yeah, and then apparently Willie and her used to hunt like occult, like they used to do hunts on occult cases and shit like that. This used to be their thing back in the day.
Yeah.
Anyway, so at the Dark Star, which is the venue that Swallows has set up for this hockey team and the beer and all this other shit, they're doing more plotting, and you find out there's more of these like robot looking like entities or whatever they are, and then Willie and Kat are back over at their house with Lou, and I mean they're not at the house, they go to the bar.
Yeah.
And while that's happening, Tina and Daisy figure out that the chicken milk is like part of the fucking plan somehow.
Mm-hmm.
But that shit was funny though, the bar when they're interacting and stuff, because like obviously Willie is uncomfortable as shit that Lou is like attracted to his sister, and that winds up being a fucking thing. Which is a big throwback. This is where the reveal is for what Kat really is, and it's also a throwback to the first movie's sex scene where Lou full blown fucks this chick in wolf form, and he's in wolf form and she's human.
So we go from what Willie calls high octane lunar cocaine to they come back and Willie's not feeling good, so he goes back to the house, right? And here comes Kat and Lou just busting in, all make out session shit. And then we get to, the obvious scenes. Like, okay, something's about to go down with them too. Well, Kat pushes him onto the bed and she decides to grab something for him. And he's like, oh no, this isn't for you. This is for me. And she snorts some shit, goes behind this fucking, little shawl.
Yeah, the
shade
little 3-panel dress looking thing.
Yeah, and she starts to, sound like she's getting into it. And she obviously changes tone of voice. Like you hear her kind of like doing the whole like guttural growl creature sound basically. And he's just like, wait, are you okay? She throws a fucking piece of skin, her arm skin over the top. And I'm like, oh shit, here we go.
Yeah, because at first when I first saw this, I was like, oh fuck, she's a villain. Like she's gonna like fucking try to kill him.
But no, she is a cat lichen or whatever you call shapeshifter. Full blown. It's a fucking furry session here, okay? And this is the furry part of the title.
But he fucking laughed his ass. I laughed my ass off though, because Lou just looks at her and he's like, shrugs his shoulders, like, could be worse, basically.
And we get this fucking raunchy ass fuck scene.
It is hilarious as fuck though.
He's like groping like all 6 of her tits.
Oh my god, when he fucking goes down on her and he comes back up and there's just all the fucking goo all over his face, and then she
Lord.
shoves him back down.
No.
I laughed my fucking ass off. And dude, this is what's funny though. The whole time that's happening, Willie's on the couch hearing every bit of it, and he's just like, God damn it. It's like, keep it down, motherfucker. He's like pissed off. And
what was funny about that whole scene whenever he was doing that is he was trying to up the volume on the TV, and as soon as he did that, the Swallow's like, you're a loser.
Yeah, he turns on this like fucking ad, just perfect timing. God damn it, you're a loser.
But yeah, I'm still scarred from that scene.
So is he somehow.
Ugh.
Anyway, so Bubba Rich goes to Dark Stars to test more beer, obviously, and see how everything's coming along because he's the fucking mayor.
Yeah.
So he starts chugging a beer as soon as Swallows walks in. He's just like, oh, you're just in time for me to test out the PA system. So he pulls this, like, looks like a little fucking toy, honestly. Like a little colorful toy.
It's a dollar store toy.
Yeah. And he pushes it, and apparently this thing activates everybody that has had, well, I mean, to put it in, no uncertain terms, that has been impregnated with the species at hand.
Mm-hmm.
That activates it.
And makes them come out of her stomach.
Boy, oh boy, Kevin Smith got the good old alien chest burster treatment with this motherfucker. He gets this giant lizard-looking thing out of his stomach, and it bites the fuck out of him, kills the shit out of him. Like,
before he does that, though, Kevin Smith just just headbutts the motherfucker, and he's like, no, I'm not going down without a fight. And yeah, it wasn't.
No, he went down. He's like, I'm not going down without a fight. I'm not going down. He fucking went down.
Yeah.
Down to Chinatown, baby.
Ching, ching.
He got some pod coin on the way down too.
Shit. Well, I mean, he got paid for it. So.
Yeah, he did. So Daisy gets captured during all this shit too, because obviously Tina and Daisy went to go scope this place out.
Investigation.
Yes, sir. So she gets kidnapped, and then Willie tells Kat and Lou about the creature finally. He's like, hey, y'all need to come see this, because that creature finally like appends itself completely out of him. and he's
Yeah.
in the house. Well, it shows up, and Kat just fucking blows it away with a fucking pistol.
Mm-hmm.
So Tina calls Lou, and she obviously has let him and Willie know, hey, they got her. We need to do something. So they fucking strap up with all this fucking gear, and they haul ass to the hockey game because the town has been leading up to this fucking hockey matchup for their home team that they just got with all this beer and their fucking grand opening, the arena and the product and all this other kind of shit. And the whole town's there. Or I say the whole town's there. A lot of the town is there.
Majority of them, yeah.
And so they show up. Willie's disguised as a referee. Tina is a fucking repairman for the Zamboni. And then, dude, fucking, we find out Lou is in full hockey gear as the goalie.
For the other team, yeah.
Fucking, it's hilarious, dude.
But yeah, like the Dark Stars have these almost robot-looking hockey members, basically, even though they're the lizard people, just modified in a certain way, just going out into the ice and just doing the shit. And this is when fucking Organo, or whatever his name is.
Oh yeah, Oregano.
Organo starts to play the national anthem for hockey.
Yeah.
It's
Canada.
Canada.
He's like, we're gonna just sing our national anthem. And he's like, oh Canada. Everybody in the crowd is drinking chicken beer, by the way.
Yeah, they had like 2 sips at least, and he puts on the little Dollar Tree store toy.
The Dollar Tree. We're just gonna call it the Dollar Tree.
Yeah, he puts on the Dollar Tree, and over the microphone system, it plays that vibration, that frequency, and everybody starts to fucking go alien chestburster in the whole fucking stadium.
I don't know how these people didn't die. Like, some of them did, obviously, but like I don't know how all of them didn't die, because there's certain sequences where they're Willie like walks up and straight up just fucking kicks one of the creatures in the head that's coming out of this dude's stomach with his ice skate, just splits it open. He's like,
Help me, I'm dying. He just, oh, thank you.
Which is a really funny sequence, because before he goes into where Oregano is, he kicks this thing, and the guy is like, oh, thank you, and he's like, not a problem, and he walks into a room that says organist, and it's just the funniest fucking pun ever.
Yeah.
Then anyway, he goes in there and he finds out that Oregano is the guy that probed him, so he shoots him dead.
But first, before he does that, he makes him, realize, why are you not wearing any fucking pants?
Oh yeah, he's like, why aren't you wearing any pants?
Because apparently that is the common trend in this whole fucking film. Like, why we're not wearing pants?
Ain't nobody wearing pants.
No. But yeah, proceeds to kill him, blows up the little Dollar Tree, and everybody starts to flee because Tina, grabs a gun and just like shoots in the air. And what was funny was right behind her was a blind guy, right?
Yeah.
And he was just looking like Ray Charles, just looking back and forth. She shoots the gun in the air, and he just flips out. Oh, God, I got to go.
Yeah, just runs for no reason.
Yeah.
When I say for no reason, he just runs like any direction.
Yeah.
But when this happens, whenever Willie gets into the announcer's box, he puts this fucking mixtape in for like specifically for Lou.
Yeah.
And it's basically like a WolfCop theme, and he just like Lou just starts slaughtering the entire other hockey team with hockey sticks and his fucking fists, and like just beating them. He skins a dude, straight up just fucking skins a dude.
Yeah, you know how in hockey they pull the shirt over the head and stuff, and they start punching him in the gut and stuff. He basically does that to one of the other team members, but he like pulls the skin from the waistline over this. That's like, ugh.
That made me hurt so fucking bad.
And fucking Willie's line is like, well, you playing skins for life, son.
That's it. But anyway, yeah, he starts killing all these motherfuckers, and then Swallow winds up hauling ass with Daisy, because she's been kidnapped this whole time, and sends the rest of the team out to the floor. Well, he winds up getting his ass beat. Like, Lou winds up getting his ass handed to him, like, in a bit. And then that one chick that's been, like, in the movie, the chick that's the bad guy.
Yeah.
Couldn't remember her name. But yeah, she's like driving the fuck. Isn't she driving the Zamboni? Well,
Hold
somebody's
on.
driving the fucking Zamboni.
Hold on. We got to mention one more thing before we get to that part. So Lou goes to the edge, and there's Willie trying to crack some lunar cocaine on the site, basically.
Yeah.
And there's a homeless guy with a fucking scythe.
Yeah, I was getting to that, dude. That shit's funny.
Just randomly. And he cracks it open on the scythe, like on the blade, and he just does like a line on the blade.
Yeah, it's this huge fucking like blade long line of shit.
And Lou grabs the fucking scythe and just goes back on the ice and just slices all the rest of the Dark Stars up one by one, just gutting them out, and whatever you fucking think of. And then this is where Home Chick comes in with the fucking tank Zamboni and just mauls him down.
Yeah. We think he's going to get his ass kicked for a minute, but then no. Cat shows up in full-blown Lycan cat, whatever the fuck creature version she is, and saves his ass. And they get him over there. The last bit of it that they gave him was Willie crushes up the rest of that moon rock and sticks it in this dude's fucking moonshine. The guy with the scythe gives his fucking moonshine to Lou, and he comes back. And yeah, I mean, they're like in the midst of all this shit. Tina has chased fuckface with Daisy, and the guy has the entire arena rigged to blow up. Daisy gets free, and he's like, you can either get me or you can save your friends. So they let him go, and you never see him again because that plot never gets resolved.
No.
So Tina and Daisy go back, and there's bodies everywhere because Lou has pretty much killed everything, and
They're all
cheerleaders wind up killing that one fucking bitch.
Yeah, which was pretty cool. I'll admit.
Stomped the shit out of her. It was awesome. So you got the cheerleaders, and then Lou, and then Willie, and everybody just kind of sitting there laughing and whatever. And Daisy and Tina are like, we gotta get the fuck out of here. It's gonna blow up. So they leave, and it blows up, and they just watch it while they drink beer.
Yeah, it was like watching King of the Hill because they're just staring at this fucking inferno in the stadium, just drinking beer.
Yeah, and I mean, the guy gets away, like full blown gets away. There's no resolve.
No.
I mean, maybe there'll be a third film, but I don't know. There's
another wolf cop.
Yeah, yet another wolf cop. But that's the end of Another Wolf Cop, and I don't know. I think that was the biggest complaint I had was that unless they're setting it up for a sequel, obviously, but I think my biggest complaint was that the one dude just gets away.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck.
I mean, that would be the only reason why they would do that, but
Yeah. Other than that, still fun fucking movie,
Oh, yeah.
obviously, because like the first one's good. I don't know, man. I kind of feel like there's a little situation that we had last time we did this, and as far as picking the one I liked the most, because I do like both of them. I don't know, because I do like Another Wolf Cop, but I don't know if it's as good as the first one was. Like, you know what I mean? It's like it's good, but you know,
to me, Wolf Cop was just so random and like disturbing that I can still overlook that and actually pick this one for some reason. Even though VelociPastor was pretty great in so many ways, just how over the top Wolf Cop was just makes me win. Like, it wins for me.
Yeah, I mean, I can see that. I mean, in terms of story, though, I'm like, oh man, comparable to the first entry of that franchise, like, is it good? Yeah, it's good. Is it as good as the first one? Maybe not so much. I mean, but it's still pretty good. Now, you know, that's not to say VelociPastor is a bad movie at all either. It's just, you know, I guess, you know, Another Wolf Cop just kind of takes this victory, but not by a whole fucking lot, honestly. VelociPastor is one of those movies that is just abso-fucking-lutely a goddamn treasure. Like, if you haven't seen it or heard of it, like, do yourself a favor and rent it, buy it, support the people that made that movie, because that was abso-fucking-lutely a labor of love and just a fantastic fucking project. And actually, both of these movies are, but goddamn, VelociPastor was just a fucking wonderful find.
Self-aware adventure, basically.
Yeah. I mean, it's good. Like, definitely fucking give it the time of day and understand what you're getting into. It's absolutely self-aware, and you know, just fucking enjoy movies in general. These two are like an absolute pleasure to fucking watch. Yeah, they're both on Amazon. You can find them on Amazon. I know Wolf Cop is available with the first one, so that you'll get both of them in a 2-pack. VelociPastor's on DVD and Blu-ray, and you can rent that shit. Go do all that stuff, though. Yeah, I think that's all I got for those.
Same here.
Go subscribe to us on YouTube, youtube.com/C/Super Media Bros podcast, and you can listen to us on there. You can watch some of the videos. You can listen to some clips. We'll try to do some more stuff on there soon. We have last week's drinking taste test with all the sparkling water shit on there. That was fun.
Gross, but fun.
Yeah, absolutely gross, but fun.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to support the podcast monetarily, you can sign up at patreon.com/supermediabros, or you can just donate at random anytime without any signing up obligation at coffee.com. That is ko-fi.com/supermediabros.
We can have a sip on you.
Exactly. Buy us a drink
Yeah.
to get through some of this shit.
Because obviously there's nothing in front of us. So we're kind of missing out.
Yeah. That's a thing. Yeah.
Quite parched.
Buy some merchandise, man.
Oh, yeah. We have a whole site for that.
That's it. You can go in the show notes below, click the fucking store frontier link, and go to the store and buy the shit.
Put us on your bodies.
All over the body.
Put us on your car. Put us on your computer, your laptop, whatever you want it.
Just
Put it-
anything.
Just put us somewhere.
Put us somewhere on your body.
Wholesome.
If you would like to check us out on social media, facebook.com/supermediabros, twitter.com/supermediabros_, and instagram.com/supermediabros podcast.
Most importantly, these stupid fucking pictures that we have.
Dude, I'm telling you, go look at them.
We're getting some views, but not enough.
Not enough.
Not quite enough.
Because you, the one person we're speaking to right now in your work truck,
We're putting your text in front of your face right now.
we see you out there.
Stupid fucking pictures right in front of your face.
Go look at them. It's easy. You just scroll up and click.
Are they stupid and fucking?
Yeah, I guess
Yeah,
that was his
apparently.
response. Just like, are they stupid? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're shit. Okay. Go look at our shitty pictures.
That tells a lot about our self-esteem.
Yeah.
We're shit. So we need some coffee to wash down that shit taste.
I need something. I need to pick me up. I need life. I need life.
Why?
Hawaii.
I need life.
Oh, so are you ready for the next Cult Cinema Showdown? Goddammit.
When are we not?
Okay, guys. We said this a long fucking time ago. If you remember our final Cult Cinema Showdown of 2018, that was Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter. Yeah, we're going to be doing Mortal Kombat Annihilation versus Double Dragon.
There are no words for these.
Do we want? I don't think I'm going to get drunk for this one, but I was just thinking about it. I was like, you know what?
They're not that terrible.
They're not. No, they're definitely not that terrible.
So I'm not going to give it that glory to be drunk for.
No pleasure there.
No.
But yeah, that's gonna be the next Cult Cinema Showdown. So stay tuned for that shit. And damn it, get hyped, man! It's spooky month is almost here. We got just 20 something days left.
We're going to terrorize your ear holes.
Yeah, I'm so ready for October.
Same.
Yeah, go do all that shit. All the show notes below. There's links to everything we mentioned beforehand. Stay tuned. If you listen to us on Apple Podcasts, please rate, review, and subscribe. It really helps us out a lot in the long run.
Y'all have been way too kind on that because, there are some great reviews that I've seen on there.
Yeah, that's been really cool to see, too.
So we appreciate that.
Fuck yeah. And, yeah, that's all I really have to say other than, checking us out on there. And if you have a friend that might like what we do, let them know about it.
Potcoin them bitches.
Fuck yeah. And once you get that pod coin, we haven't done this one in a while. Once you get all the pod coin, all over the place.
And then they may enjoy this. So while they're listening to us, they may laugh quite a lot.
And they're going to be laughing all the way to the bank. All the way to that fucking bank.
I can just imagine like Beth and DJ laughing like that when they hear our shit.
I hope anybody laughs like that when they hear our shit.
I want just people recording their laughter and just sending it to us and be like, this is how we laugh when we hear your shit.
That would be pretty funny.
Even if it's like retarded, like, y'all shit sucks. We're laughing at y'all's retarded asses.
You're dumb.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks.
Send me recordings or videos of y'all laughing. I would love to see that shit.
Absolutely. I fucking love that scene of VelociPastor. That was funny as fuck, too.
Just unexpected.
All the fucking awkward laughter and forced laughter.
We will rule the world. I love how that one laugh is just like goat, and I was like,
God. You're welcome. Let's get the fuck out of here, dude.
urban pasta.
God damn it.
Or Ugandan pasta, I'm sorry.
Welcome to Uganda.
Welcome to VelociPastor.
Let's get the fuck out of here, dude.
Yeah.
I'm tired.
Welcome to Vietnam.
Welcome to Vietnam. Welcome to Super Media Bros. Welcome to Uganda. Everything.
Welcome and goodbye.
That was Cult Cinema Showdown 32, The Fast and the Furriest, episode 88. Until next week, I've been Midnight Agent Raw.
And I've been Okami.
Shades on!
We're off.